Welcome friends to another Expanse video. Winston Duarte has built an empire, creating advanced ships and made himself immortal using the Protomolecule, which the ring builders created. But using that comes with a price. It makes you a target. The ring builders were wiped out by a race called the Unknown Aggressors, and they are now aware of humanity. What can Duarte and humanity as a whole do against these dark gods? Spoilers for all 9 books of the Expanse series throughout. Let's get into it. The Protomolecule built a wormhole that leads to the ring station, which opens up travel for humanity through wormholes to over 1,000 systems. The ring builders were a hive mind, and their wormholes crossed with another place where the dark gods live. Seeing the intrusion as a threat, they neutralized the minds of the ring builders' hive mind, and to survive, the ring builders destroyed entire solar systems to escape the infection. But this failed, and they were wiped out. With the ring gates open, the aggressors see humanity's invasion of their territory and begin to disintegrate some ships that pass through the gate. Later, when a Laconian Empire ship fires a magnetic beam, a weapon created using protomolecule technology, one system experiences what seems to be a loss of time, and we discover that a simultaneous blackout of everyone has occurred across the entire solar system. Seeing their threat, Winston Duarte wants to take on these unknown aggressors. His opening strategy is to send a ship through the ring, and then a second straight after. The second would carry an antimatter warhead. The idea was to get the aggressors to take the second ship to their dimension, and for the warhead to explode upon arrival, showing them humanity can strike back tit for tat, but it only increased their response. The hostile aliens then collapsed the neutron star of the Tacoma system. It was a non-inhabited system, as was planned in case they did strike back. This caused a gamma ray burst that hits the Tacoma gate and then gets into the ring station. They then invade the ring station and its slow zone, called that because inside the ring station, the maximum speed a ship can travel is 600 meters per second, and they cause every human-helmed ship and a station within it to disappear except one carrying LV Okoye. They also continue to strike back, causing blackouts more often. So through his experiments, Duarte has established humanity as a greater threat to them. The unknown aggressors exist in an older universe or separate reality, and the slow zone is embedded in their space-time. Beyond the slow zone, its borders put pressure on that universe, and the ring station uses that power for itself. But the zone leeches energy from the unknown aggressors' universe, and so causes them to act against humanity. Spoilers for the Leviathan Falls book in the series from here. We will be covering the events that build on the established law I've just gone over and conclude where the book does. The dark gods continue to cause people to black out. A theory of Elvis is that they find us hard to make sense of. We are different to the ring builders, which is why the blackouts are not getting the same results as they did against them. Humans going through the gates is like hearing rats on your walls, and so long as you keep hearing the noise, the unknown aggressors know humanity is still going through the ring gates, and they know what they have tried so far has not worked to eliminate us. Then there is another change. The people blacking out begin to have their minds linked to others who have had the same experience. One man says it was like being in the ocean, but the water was other people. It was like having 1,000 other dreams at the same time. The rings caused this when they all flared for a few seconds. The gates are communicating with each other. Each connection is like a mental synapse, and the flaring of the gates has stopped the blackout events. The shared mind has left people with memories that are not their own, and across the many collected examples of this is an awareness of a man who was present but wasn't there, and they think it's Winston Duarte, who has been missing, haunting the ring network, shielding people from the unknown aggressors. Duarte wants to change humanity. Elvie gives the example of the ring builders in her words. The builders were free-floating individual organisms that networked themselves into a functional consciousness, and Duarte intends to do the same with humans, but he's not going to ask them, he'll be doing it to them whether they want it or not. He's planning to make everyone part of a collective mind, with him at its centre to fight the unknown aggressors. The ring station is the key. Duarte is there. Holden goes to find him with Duarte's daughter to snap him out of it. They find him, cables entering his flesh. His daughter talks to him. He says the Empire was a tool, a way to coordinate before the war in heaven. Holden sees it's not her father anymore. Tanaka, a Laconian officer who is with them, kills Duarte and then feels normal. Single mind normal. The hive mind Duarte had been building is gone. So to defeat the unknown aggressors, Holden steps into Duarte's position. The threads that held Duarte now holding him. The Protomolecule Miller, a detective that Holden has worked with, tells him he is the station, that Duarte has built the gun and Holden just has to fire it. He sees the enemy's intrusion and reaches out to the minds around him for help, and the station amplifies his strength. He feels the pain his universe has caused, that of the unknown aggressors, sees the ring builders left the station behind. The dark things try and push back against him, and he fights it with the detective's help, and the ring station is destroyed. Only stars remain where the wormhole that opened up the galaxy to humanity once was, and humanity, who unwillingly inherited the threat of the unknown aggressors, survive, having made a sacrifice, perhaps one the ring builders were not willing to make. Now, friends, I turn this over to you. What do you think to the conflict between the unknown aggressors and humanity? Was there something humanity or perhaps the ring builders themselves could have done to defeat them in a different way? Have you been exposed to the protomolecule and are building a ring gate in your back garden? Comment down below.